I am feeling awfully peckish, so I think it's time to make another of the Lighthouse Keeper recipes. If you haven't seen the first video, I made an apple salad, and these recipes belong to a keeper on Egg Rock Lighthouse, who I think has questionable judgment because that salad was disgusting. Today I have higher hopes, and I am hungry, so I'm hoping it works out, or else I might just have to eat Jeeves. He's looking meaty and delicious. I owe everyone a bit of an apology anyway, because it has taken a long time to make part 2 of this series. I was sick and then my phone broke. I took it to the shop to get fixed. They said, there's no coming back from this, the phone's dead. So I bought a refurbished second-hand phone. The screen didn't work. And now this is phone number 3, which so far is working fine. But it has meant that this is delayed, and so have a bunch of other series that I've wanted to film that I've got the scripts ready for. So I will get those out. I feel free again. I have a phone. I love having Google Maps and Microsoft Authenticator. It really makes my life much better. But anyway, let's get cracking. This recipe calls for onions, flour, potatoes, eggs and salt. Okay, so first step is to peel the onion and the potatoes to get them ready for grating. This recipe is for German Swiss potato pancakes, but I would like to point out that this is not my recipe and I did not write it. Therefore, if you have any problem because you're German or Swiss and you don't think that this is your cuisine, take it up with that Lighthouse Keeper. Don't take it up with me. Bloody hell. Oh. Ow, my eyes. Oh, I'm just chopping this. Oh, my eyes. Oh. I think I'm just gonna chop the rest of them. Don't know if you can see. I don't think I've ever grated an onion before. You can probably tell from my technique. Oh. And I think it's affected me worse than when I just cut them. Oh, it's such emotional work. Look at this. Oh, horrible. I'm worried that this series might just expose that, yeah, I'm not very good at cooking new recipes, I guess. Okay, so next is eggs and salt. I just had to double check the recipe because I thought it said 3 tablespoons, but it was actually 2 teaspoons. So that could have been a costly mistake. I also don't have that much salt left, so that'll be a problem. Okay, so then it's mix well before I can add the flour. Six tablespoons of flour. We're looking good at the moment. I'm just letting the butter melt and then we'll add the German Swiss potato pancakes. I have very high hopes. I would season it more and I'd like to add some sweet corn, but I've already changed things in this recipe. Like I'm not doing the white potatoes, I'm doing the sweet potatoes. So I feel like to give it a good shot, I need to keep everything else as similar to the original recipe as possible. I do feel bad about the substitutions, but it's -1 outside and I am not going out in the cold. There we go, my little monstrosities. So my German Swiss potato pancakes are cooking and I was thinking, how are these different from hash browns? They're not different from hash browns. These are just hash browns. So yeah, I was thinking I've had something similar to this before. What could it be? The illness has infiltrated my brain. These are just Lighthouse Keeper hash browns. The first lot of Lighthouse Keeper hash browns are done. The next lot cooking. I just set off the fire alarm because I didn't realise how smoky it was getting in here. So I've had to open up the roof to get some ventilation. And look who thinks he's going out. You silly goose. He thinks he's going to be free. Jeeves is unfortunately under house arrest at the moment. The boat is now in London, and within 30 minutes of him being out of the boat for the first time, he got hit by a bike and chased by dogs. And he hasn't actually really been keen to go out since, but I'm also nervous of letting him out in case the same thing happens again. I am expecting to like this because I like hash browns. However, I don't normally eat this many hash browns. Yeah, it's nice. I've never had a sweet potato hash brown. That wasn't the recipe. That was my substitution. But actually, yeah, extremely nice. I love hash browns. The onions, oh, they're still in the air. They taste good. This bad reaction isn't like the apple salad. It's not a result of the food. This is cutting onions. Oh. Final thoughts. These German Swiss potato pancakes, aka hash browns, were much better than the apple salad. I really enjoyed them. I would probably add more seasoning next time, and I had a lot of them with the mayo and sriracha, but I didn't finish them all. There were just too many. However, very tasty, and I am definitely happy that there are some edible recipes in this man's cookbook. I'm looking forward to trying some more, but this is a recipe that I can actually recommend despite my tears, which are just because the boat is now full of onion. It was a very lovely recipe, and I would recommend recreating it at home.